Well, hello everyone, and welcome to what I'm prepping today. And it may not be what you think. If you think I'm just prepping laundry, nah, that's not quite it. So, when half your socks go to sock heaven, and then you have a sock monster bait uh, box, which is the drawer under my washing machine, totally filled with socks that don't have a home. Every once in a while, I'll go through and I'll take out all the black ones and I pair them up. Well, I don't know how long it's been, but my goodness, this is my daughter's sock and she's 23. That's a kid's sock, although it could be my granddaughter's. I really don't think it is. I don't know. So I am actually taking the socks and cutting them into manageable sizes, and this is our cowboy toilet paper. Not quite the plants that we normally call cowboy toilet paper, but it's washable toilet paper. And because these aren't really perfect, if we run out of toilet paper, these are ones that we would probably use and throw away, unless I thought that something was going to last for any length of time, kind of like in Venezuela. They don't have toilet paper at all now. I mean, in just a few years back, they were giving oil away to Americans who couldn't afford their own heating oil. And look at them now. So this is a nice soft one. I may even end up sewing these on the sides, but that is a project that is being put away for when it's necessary. It's not necessary at the moment. Just needed to clear some space and get rid of these socks. So what I do is first I go through and I cut the toe off right there. That one, it has a hole in it anyway. So we would cut that toe off, and then we have something that looks like this right there, just with the toe cut off, and then I take it and I cut it down the side there, and then it folds open. Now, if I wanted to keep this one for an emergency TP issue, I would go ahead and cut this cuff off as well, so it would lay flatter like this one. And then, of course, I would cut off any the heel part, so it would lay nice and flat like this little stack does here. But that's not what I'm doing with all of them. If they're well worn, I mean, really, you don't want your hand going through when you're using it for something sensitive in a sensitive area. So those we just cut, and then I'll put them in a bag, and they'll go out into the garage for rags. For my husband, when he's working on cars, they get all greasy. We don't like to wash them. We just like to pitch them. And then we actually don't even pitch them. We hold on to them. And if it's summer, we just burn them when we have a burn pile. But we'll, in the winter, or if we have a few left, we will just go ahead and use them to help start the fire or to burn them, because I don't like to put much of anything in the landfills. But that's pretty much what we're doing today. I have to go through all these socks to see what, that's a glove, but to see what matches, what doesn't. If it's salvageable, it may go into the drawer to maybe find its friend later. But that's not the case with a lot of these. This is still very usable, but I know that I don't have the match for it, so it'll get cut up. And because these ones are rather thin, they will probably go in the rag pile. I more or less try to save the thicker, more comfy ones for the emergency TP pile. So that's it. That's what I'm prepping today. And let me know if you use yours for rags, or if you just throw them away, or if you even save some. Oh, look, that's a pair right there. Maybe. Yeah, it is. If you save emergency TP, or if you just plan on winging it. Now, don't get me wrong, we store TP as well as we store wipes for that purpose. But, it doesn't take up a lot of space. Just store a stack of these. The Sterilite totes that I store our TP in, I leave it wrapped, and then I put it in the Sterilite tote, because if it gets damp or dripped on, you don't want your toilet paper being soggy. There's usually about like 4 or 5 inches on top of that, so then I just have space to put these in there. And then, of course, because it's a cloth material, I'll put some cedar blocks in there so that no little moths decide to make that a home. And I'll probably end up putting those in a plastic bag before I store them in the Sterilite tote with the toilet paper. So let me know what you're doing for your emergency TP, guys, and be blessed, everyone.